Hi everybody! I am so glad that you're with me today. We are going to make pepperoni and let's just get started. We're going to be making 5 pounds, and so this is the combination of seasoning that I have put together from several different recipes that call for different things that I think is going to be good. There's several that are each recipe has in common, and then there's some variations on whether it's red pepper or cayenne pepper. But my recipe isn't using any MSG. There's not going to be any red food coloring. There's no chemicals, no nitrates, no nitrites, any of that stuff. So what we have here: 1 tablespoon plus 2 teaspoons of black pepper. 1 tablespoon plus 2 teaspoons of mustard seed. 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon fennel seed. 1 tablespoon cayenne pepper. 2 1/4 teaspoons of garlic powder. 2 1/4 teaspoons of onion powder. I have 1 tablespoon paprika and 1 1/2 tablespoons of smoked paprika. And in the middle we have 1 tablespoon plus 2 teaspoons of salt right there. I put all my spices on a piece of parchment paper, so I'm just going to kind of gently scoop this up. Like so, and put it in a baggie. I'm going to mix these up in a baggie, and I'm going to roll a jar over it to kind of crush the fennel seed. So let's see how this works. Excellent. Really good. So there is my bag of spice mix for 5 pounds of pork. You can also use beef, turkey, chicken, whatever. So now we're going to get the meat and mix this all up together with the wet ingredients. The wet ingredients I'm using is liquid smoke and honey instead of white sugar. Here is, I have a plastic pan here that I've lined with tin foil because the plastic container is white and I don't want to get it stained from all the seasonings and the fat and the meat. But I've broken up 5 pounds of pork, ground pork, and I'm just going to, sorry for the shadow, start sprinkling in my pepperoni seasoning combination, and I'm going to work it in with my hands, little bits at a time, until I get all the seasonings used, and it looks pretty good. What I've done here is I spent about an hour, I probably didn't need to go that long, mixing in the spices slowly, and then just mixing and mixing and mixing with my hands. And then I rolled it into somewhat equally shaped logs. Now I'm going to prepare a cake pan with a rack on top, because we're going to slowly bake these for 8 hours on 200 degrees. Ideally, you want to refrigerate these, or at least the meat mixture, overnight, at least. However, this is the last cool day we're going to have for the next week, and I need to get them in the oven, so I'm not cooking myself in the house. So here I have my 5 rolls of pepperoni meat about to go into my preheated oven at 200 degrees. And this is what they look like. I tried to roll them as even as possible. I could have probably done a better job, but I want to get this done since this is the last cool day. So, into the oven they go, and every 2 hours I'm going to rotate them. Turn them over, partially over, so they keep their shape. So, I'm nervous. We'll see how this goes. So, it's been 8 hours now, and this is my pepperoni. Now, it's kind of darker on the outside than I actually thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more red. But then again, I'm not using food coloring, so... or casing. I'm supposed to let these cool, but I've been smelling that all day, and I just want to try and see what it tastes like. Doesn't look too bad. Let me get a close-up here. Okay, I've cut a couple chunks off. Let's give it a try. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. I'm surprised. It does taste something like pepperoni. That's pretty close. That's really close. Yummy. It's not exactly... well, I'll definitely be putting that on my pizzas. That's for sure. That's really good. I'm glad I made 5 pounds of it, because that's good. But I'm really surprised at how different fresh and lighter things taste without the MSG and all the chemicals and preservatives, all the flavor enhancers. It is different than the pepperoni that we're used to, but this is pretty darn good. I gotta tell you, I'm liking it. Well, that's my video for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you give it a try. If you have any type of pepperoni recipe that you use, I would love to try it. I really would. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and have a good day. Bye-bye.